Hello students. Now the topic that you have to learn, that is food preservation. In chapter 1 you have already learned about the methods to preserve and store food grains, right? In crop production and management, that we have discussed how to preserve and store food grains for longer period of time. How do we how do we preserve cooked food at home, right? So same method we are using to preserve food at our home? No, methods are totally different. You know that the bread left unused under moist condition is attacked by fungus. Microorganisms actually spoil our food. Spoiled food emits bad smell and has a bad taste and the change color. Now the question is spoiling of food is a chemical reaction? Is it chemical change? So answer is yes. That is a chemical change or chemical reaction. To understand this, Paheli has one question in her mind, that Paheli bought some mangoes but she could not eat them for a few days. Later, she found that they were spoiled and rotten. But she knows that the mango pickle her grandmother makes does not spoil for a long time. Now she is confused, right? The mango that she brought, that gets spoiled, but the mango pickle that her grandmother made, that remains as it is for longer period of time. Now let us study the common methods of preserving food in our homes. We have to save it from the attack of microorganisms. So the first method is chemical method. Chemical method, in that what you have to learn, that are chemicals that are used to preserve food for longer period of time. First chemical, we can say that salt, then edible oils are the common chemicals generally used to check the growth of microorganisms. Therefore, they are called the preservatives, right? So, here you are learning the new word, preservatives. Preservatives are nothing but the chemicals, right? Or anything that is used to preserve or to store food or to protect the food from harmful microorganism, right? The chemicals or anything else that is used, that are called preservatives. We add salt or acid, that can be acetic acid preservatives to pickles to prevent the attack of microbes. Sodium benzoate, that is another chemical, and sodium metabisulfite are common preservatives. These are chemicals, okay, to preserve food. These are also used in the jams and squashes to check their spoilage. Okay, so this preservatives not only for pickle but variety of food stuff can be preserved using this chemicals. Okay, now next method, preservation by common salt. Common salt, the regular salt that your mother is using in kitchen for making variety of food. Common salt has been used to preserve meat and fish for ages, right, for longer period of time. These two things can be preserved with the help of common salt. Meat and fish are covered with dry salt to check the growth of bacteria. Salting is also used to preserve amla, right? You all have enjoyed this amla that is dipped in salt water, right? And raw mangoes also, and tamarind, etc., that can be stored with the help of common salt. So common salt here acts as a preservative. Now next, preservation by oil and vinegar. Vinegar is nothing but actually chemical name is acetic acid, right? All the Chinese thing or Chinese food item is made in that mainly vinegar is added, right? And its chemical name is acetic acid. Use of oil and vinegar prevents spoilage of pickles because bacteria cannot live in such an environment. Means unfavorable condition wherever oil you apply or vinegar is applied, that is unfavorable condition for microorganisms to grow. Next, vegetables, fruits, fish, and meat are often preserved by this method. So, this many thing or this many foodstuff is preserved by oil and vinegar. Next, preservation by sugar, right? Jams, jellies, squashes are preserved by sugar, right? So anything sweet material we can say that is preserved using sugar. Sugar reduces the moisture content which inhibits the growth of bacteria which spoil the food. Now here you will learn, in previous case salt was there, that makes the unfavorable condition. Here sugar reduces the moisture content, so due to that microorganism will not grow easily on the food item. So which are the favorable condition for microorganisms to grow? Actually three things: proper temperature, means warm temperature, right? Not what we can say that very hot temperature, no, warm, little bit warm temperature is required for their growth. Water is required for their growth, right? And any food material that is required for that growth, on which on them they can attack, they can destroy that food item. So these three things are available. You can easily imagine that microorganisms, harmful microorganisms are reproducing there. Okay, so whenever you want to store food for longer period of time, you can do one thing: remove moisture from the food item, as well as you can change the temperature, or else you add such chemicals in which that microorganism cannot survive. Okay, now next, heat and cold treatments, means temperature I am talking about, right? You must have observed your mother boil milk before it's stored or used. Boiling kills many microorganisms. Similarly, we keep our food in the refrigerator. Low temperature inhibits the growth of microbes, right? So they don't want, microorganisms cannot survive in very hot temperature or very warm temperature, right? Or what we can say, hot temperature cannot survive, as well as very cold condition, that is in refrigerator, right? In that situation also, that microorganism not, what we can say, that reproduce easily. Okay, the next topic that you have to learn, that is Louis Pasteur and pasteurization. Pasteurized milk can be consumed without boiling as it is free from harmful microbes. Right? Pasteurization is nothing but actually one of the method to preserve milk. Okay? And whenever the milk is pasteurized, that we can consume without boiling. We don't need to boil that milk. What actually is done in pasteurization, that is, milk is heated about 700 degree Celsius for 15 to 30 seconds, only 15 to 30 seconds, but the temperature is, see how much, 700 degree Celsius, and then suddenly that is chilled and stored, means suddenly the temperature that is reduces means chilled only, and afterwards that is stored. And by doing this, it prevents the growth of microbes, harmful microbes, right? This process was discovered by Louis Pasteur, and therefore this pasteurization right? This method that is based on his name, Louis Pasteur, and he invented this process to preserve milk. Therefore, this process is called pasteurization, right? And the milk that we get after this process, that is called pasteurized milk, right? The next topic is storage and packing. These days, dry fruits and even vegetables are sold in sealed airtight packets to prevent the attack of microbes. Okay, so dry fruits, you know that whenever they are dried and that are packed in airtight packets, right? So harmful microbes cannot attack on them, and therefore microbes not attack, then that food item remains as it is for longer period of time. Even vegetables, right or wrong? So whenever you visit DMart or Big Bazaar, right, you see one corner where refrigerator is kept. So in that you will notice that different vegetables, right, that are available in any season, right, because they are packed in airtight package, and they are, we can say that they are kept in cold storage, so microorganism cannot reproduce there, cannot survive in that condition, and therefore that food or that vegetable, right, you can easily get in any season. Okay, thank you.